Okay, well, let's see. We just talked about a field effect transistor as a switch. Here, I'm going to show you an example of one switching something on and off. Hang on one sec. Okay, what I'm going to show you is called a transistor switch, and we're going to use a transistor to switch on and off an LED. Okay, so this is just for fun. It might be hard to follow if you haven't had electronics, but you'll be able to see what's going on in just a second when I show the thing working. In any event, in our case, we have a transistor. This is the symbol for a transistor here. Notice it has three contacts. These are the source, the drain, and the gate contacts. In our case, the drain is going to be connected to a voltage source at plus 5 volts. Of course, a source for a positive current is a drain for electrons, right? Because electrons are negatively charged. On the source side, we're going to hook it up to our load, which will be a light-emitting diode. That's the symbol for a diode here. And for LED, we often draw a circle around it. And then we'll also connect it to a resistor, because we need a resistor to prevent the LED from burning out when we turn it on. And then it'll be connected to ground, to 0 volts. Okay? Finally, we have the gate. And we're going to attach to the gate a voltage from a function generator that switches from high voltage to low voltage, plus 5 volts to 0, on and off like a square wave, about once per second. All right? And what we expect is that when the transistor is in the on state, a current will flow through the transistor, and that'll make the LED light up. But when the transistor is off, the LED will turn off. Okay? Here, let's take a look at the actual thing. Hold on one more moment. There we go. So here, just to stop for a second, we have, well, let me go back one moment. Here, we have a transistor. The drain is hooked up to plus 5 volts, which is available here on this breadboard. The source is hooked up to our load, which is a light-emitting diode here, and then a resistor that goes to ground. Finally, the gate is attached to this function generator, which is switching from low voltage to high voltage, from 0 volts to plus 5 volts and back down again, on and off about once per second. Okay? All right, now let's go ahead. Okay, well, there it is. Function generator, the transistor switch is operating, switching the current flow to the LED on and off. Okay? Perfect. Notice the point of this. It's true, we could have run the LED directly from the function generator, but the function generator doesn't supply very much power. The LED wouldn't have been very bright. Well, instead, we used it to switch on and off a much larger flow of current, flow of power from the plus 5 volt power supply in this breadboard. Very good. Here, let's stop.